speaking of events, we challenged Team 2K TV to win a game in every event in Season 6 and finish the season with a positive record. So we've got the team here. Tell me, how did we do? Did we finish above 500?
Well, Alexis, you know that Team 2K TV is now picking up W's left and right in these events.
The view of downtown Detroit is seen from the riverfront on a beautiful day here in the Motor City. And with
good evening to you, Kevin.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. All out there at DeRozan, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Muhammad, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there with Grant, and it's Joseph in at the point guard position. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg... What are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Cunningham passes to Grant. Fires from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Grant's got the game going here with the first basket for the Pistons. Joseph against Ball. To the paint. Out to DeRozan. Takes a 3. Rebound, Detroit. We're about 1 minute into the first. And here's Cunningham. Stewart goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on DeRozan.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game. Very high basketball IQ. And shows a maturity beyond his years.
That's good from Cunningham. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man. Clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Joseph looking around. He kicks to Cunningham. Hits it from 3-point range. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Back to Joseph. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball. Good season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. The more plays they run through him, the better.
Clock is at 3. Bay passes to Grant. Vucevic with the rebound.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And the dunk by Muhammad.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Pass to Grant. Feeds it to Cunningham. Goes up at the stripe. Rebounded by Vucevic. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bay against Ball. Grant kicks to Joseph. Now here's Cunningham. D right on him. From the arc. Bay, no good. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Muhammad with it. He's against Cunningham. Muhammad finds Levine. Sinks the three-pointer.
Slick shot by Zach right off the pass. He just goes straight into his motion.
Here is Cunningham. 5 points in the game.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Bay against Muhammad. Oh, and a jam by Muhammad.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated.
Muhammad with it. Passes it to Caruso. He goes up again, and Muhammad lays it up and in. Muhammad's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Muhammad. DeRozan out there with Vucevic. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Caruso in at the point guard.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
And there's the pass to Muhammad. Out to DeRozan. Launches it. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, we've talked about DeRozan's lack of supreme range. Wouldn't know it from watching that one.
Lee outside. Now here's Diallo. Muhammad covering. Bagley trying to free himself up. Diallo no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Dosunmu. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Joseph, the pass to Olynyk. Shoots over Dosunmu. He's off on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. but I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dreams.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
And the Bulls, another three.
Reliable three-point shooting is so important. Lonzo works hard to deliver that for the team.
Joseph, the pass to Bay. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The kick out to Ball. No good from outside.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Got a hand on it. Muhammad against Stewart. Dosunmu, the pass to Muhammad. Over Diallo. No good on the fadeaway. Pistons trailed by 13. Now Bay. Floats it up for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Fantastic awareness from Grant, recognizing the chance to complete the alley-oop jam.
Now, here's Ball. He has 6. Over Joseph. Ball, no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Joseph. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Muhammad, no luck. The Pistons shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. No good from Grant. The Bulls leading by 11. And here is Muhammad. 14 points for him. Ball, the pass to Muhammad. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And Grant sends it back.
Nice defensive reflexes from Jeremy Grant. Able to get in there and throw off that shot.
And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Levine subbed in for Dosunmu. Ball, no good.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Trying to get something. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Joseph, the pass to Stewart. The feed to Grant. Muhammad with the steal. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Clock at 6. And the jam by Levine.
I expect this from Zach LaVine to put on a show at the rim. Defense should have seen that coming.
Ball against Joseph. High post Stewart. Back to Joseph. Ball's knocked loose. Muhammad with the steal. Dishes it to Green. And Grant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by. And so it's Chicago in command with a 16.
Thanks, Dwayne. Not the night you want so far. What do you see happening out there?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And and I don't know what it is.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. And trying as they might, they...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Cowboy in this game, he's been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two.
Quarter. His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, Bay and Grant are the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Corey Joseph, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. LaVine gets the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bay finds Grant. Back to Bay. Just 5 on the clock. Over LaVine. The shot's good from Bay. Bay's got his second bucket of the night.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Here's Muhammad. LaVine wide open. And the 3 off target.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Cunningham. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside DeRozan, into the lane, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
And he knocks down the first one.
And becoming more physical over the years, DeRozan converts off contact extremely well.
We all know he's a tremendous athlete, GA, who's added a lot of strength. He adjusts well in the air, and he can finish with either hand. Hard to stop him once he's in the lane.
Cunningham's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 16. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Muhammad. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Diallo's checked in for Detroit. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. Inside, here's Bay, and that one is stuffed right through.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Ball, the pass to Dosunmu. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Muhammad with it. Diallo's there. Muhammad, no luck.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Joseph against Ball. Shot by Joseph, no good. The Bulls leading by 16. Levine deciding where to go with it, and there is a whistle. That goes on Hamidou Diallo. Outside, Joseph. DeRozan against Bagley. Here's Cunningham with the drive, and Cunningham with the slam.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Joseph, and Muhammad gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. DeRozan out there with Muhammad. Then it's White, then it's Green, and it's Caruso in at the 1 spot. 2 on the clock, stolen by Joseph. Kicks it to Grant. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Muhammad dishes to White. Back to Muhammad. Oh, and the jam by Muhammad.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bulls.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
Yeah, and the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
Pistons trail by 21. With the teardrop, they get it back. Stewart comes up empty down low. And so Green will bring it up for the Bulls. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. DeRozan against Stewart. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will be taking possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
Vucevic.
DeRozan.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Muhammad, no luck. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Grant kicks to Cunningham. Here's Bay. 6 on the shot clock. Muhammad grabs the board. Muhammad's got 8 rebounds in this game. High post Vucevic. Back to Muhammad. And the dunk by Muhammad.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Joseph, the pass to Grant. Back to Joseph. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Alex Caruso. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Come on, get back for your Pistons.
Here's Joseph. Grant surveying the D. And it's Cunningham, top of the key. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 10 points in just the second half.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. This offense is there.
Kick out to LaVine. And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
This is what we've come to expect from Zach LaVine. Poetry in air.
Grant outside. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. From downtown, rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Ball. LaVine against Stewart. Lets it go from 14. Here's Muhammad. Plays it up and banks it in. Muhammad's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Cunningham inside. He's covered by Ball. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Muhammad. Vucevic with the bucket.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Outside, Joseph. Pass to Bay. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Vucevic. And we all value a dose of humility from time to time. Even Steve
coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
Now here's Muhammad. Tight defense on him. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
Onto the floor.
.52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bay against Muhammad. Ball with a wide open look. And again, Chicago. No good. And here are the Pistons now. Lee with the ball. Six to shoot. From deep. They get it back. Bagley with the bucket.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Green, no luck. Now Lee. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
They listen up on my GTA. They can tell based on my health, I'm extremely using these loops on some easy bait. So if your is on that field, then you get I gon' gut like how they get in this in the first place. Like how they did me and this my birthday. I don't give a though it's a holiday. So you know me and the squad, we going all the way, all the way. You can't stop it, out of pocket, talking about it. But you not. I'm the type, it's time to go, you know I slide. I've been a hot one, know that if you gon' join my side. I beat the block up, cracking the game, I'm breaking the pavement. I'm a young CEO, making a change in this entertainment. I learned to move with tactics, so I'm executive aiming. I learned to do gymnastics, now I've been jumping and swinging.
Where I'm from, the make you walk on hills. Now you look like you got Heelys on. Savage turn my feelings off. I just way better though. Ain't no stopping me when I play, I'm coming for the throne. These be so capped, but ain't graduated. It's whack the way you rap, it be too calculated. The way you rap be like white people cooking no flavor. You talking big smoke, but that be on vapor. Talking cheap and broke, so back up.
You can't stop it, out of pocket, talking about it, but you not. I'm the type, it's time to go, you know I slide. I've been a hot one, know that if you gon' join my side. I beat the block up, cracking the game, I'm breaking the pavement. I'm a young CEO, making a change in this entertainment. I learned to move with tactics, so I'm executive aiming. I learned to do gymnastics, now I've been jumping the shit. Girl, she been playing on both sides. I wanna know she can't talk to be playing in the back of her mind. So you can tell me don't could be saying they don't know, but I'm on all the train. 35 to the bench because of the toe. Girl, you know I've been on bad luck luck. She been giving me bad luck, so I get it and go. She wanna back up, keep getting that cash up and get back on the road. Whipping a Benz truck, me and Shawty been clicked up, but they say she up. Talking my business, now she popping up. She be taking up. I had a roommate who made me think I'm a clothesline my mind, thinking that he own it. He be on soft, coming grilling to think that it's off rip. Now I'm in the mosh pit with the and we all going to get it, going to get it.
You can't stop it, out of pocket, talking about it, but you not. I'm the type, it's time to go, you know I slide. I've been a hot one, know that if you gon' join my side. I be the block up, cracking the game, I'm breaking the pavement. I'm a young CEO, making a change in this entertainment. I learned to move with tactics, so I'm executive aiming. I learned to do gymnastics, now I've been jumping and swinging.
Receive word from the top. It's spots that need filling, and they want the yaks, cause they want that 7 rings filling. But that's so 2016, and we reached 15 million. So it's time to give it that. I just woke up from a dream feeling.
We bringing the life to them, not polite but nicer than the likes of them, huh? When the mic's on and the lights are dim, game face, the headline reads Ox Gang strikes again.
And fights again
to begin tonight's event.
So it's game on, like there isn't cause coming, so we can keep playing on, keep playing off each other's insane thoughts, since it keeps paying off. And they all saying they crazy now. Well, wait till they get a load of us. They gon' need to get a boulder for to recover from something that's cold as us.
Your chick, fit chicken plugging in the background. Shout out to Indonesia, Rick. Your whole crew spit for leisure. Jay's Goku, Rick Vegeta. I'm a silky tofu, fried kimchi eater. Meet your leader, the oxen rides. If you cross the line, I'ma you lime. Same way Mufasa.
Stampede on him.
What's up name?
Yaks. Stampede on him.
Told you we were playing.
Yaks. Stampede on him.
Now we bring
had to bring the stampede on him. Stampede on him. Had to bring the stampede on him. Stampede on him. Had to bring the stampede on him. It's the Legion of Doom in a cage with the shorter pass fights. Had a tag team on him. Yeah, stampede on him. Had to bring the stampede on him. It's the Legion of Doom in a cage with the shorter pass fights. Had a tag team on him. We coming off a little cold-hearted with the show starting off with the both of us Bogarted. Bo knows nobody wants problems when the host drive mobbing on a post and there's no comments. Nobody close to the flows of me and my co-pilot. We on our own island. We gotta go to get a show 4-4 driver because we're trying to go and get the whole world co-signing.
Duty.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, I hopped aboard the Concha Del Mar for some double XP rec action, and this was quite the game. Down at halftime, and me and my teammate LT9887 really started to click in the second half. With my power forward build, I can't really shoot too much. I'm focusing more on blocks, rebounds, and assists. But LT took over the game, made 10 3-pointers. We outscored the opponents by 15 points in the second half. And after the game, I was so fired up, I had to message LT and just say, congratulations, great.
Here's a shot from earlier as the Suns arrived at the arena. They're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. Cutting right through the heart of the city. Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
NBA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard C.J. McCollum said, quote, a lot of...
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting. Here are the 5. For the Suns.
Dropped and I do it for the squad. What you talking about, arguing about? Yeah, we the illest, I mean, are we or we not? Yes. Had to get fancy on him. Got head and shoulders by the panty on him. And I flow like water by the canteen on him. And I took it to the old school antique on him. Kicked him in the Bluetooth hands-free on him. And I ate him like a snack from the pantry on him. There's no chance that we tag team on him. It's the Yaks and we stampede on him. Let's
stampede on him.
What's up name?
Yaks. Stampede on him.
Told you we were playing.
Yaks. Stampede on him.
Now we
had to bring the stampede on him. Stampede on him. Had to bring the stampede on him. Stampede on him. cage with a shorter pass fights, had a tag team on them. Yeah, stampede on them. Had to bring a stampede on them. It's the Legion of Doom in the cage with a shorter pass fights, had a tag team on them.
Well, shout out to LT, but we weren't done yet. We had to get up early the next morning, and we headed to the city on Current Gen for the Chips Ahoy weekend event. And I'll tell you what, we took a bite out of the competition.
Oh, good one, good one.
Hey, yo.
The games were sweet, the action was intense and fast-paced, and really when the three of us get going, nobody's stopping us. We found each other in corner 3 situations, got the ball to Brian on the inside, and we picked up a win in our very first attempt.
Danny's last 3.
Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the D-Agent.
Hey, Kevin.
Donovan knows what he's talking about. I think he's on the right track. DA, thank you. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You take a look at the Suns. They've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference.
And I think with Phoenix, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Oh, we all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers, predictions were basically on point.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, we've got DeRozan. Ahmed is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Levine at the small forward position. Tries it from 9. And there's Muhammad. That's good on the assist by Vucevic. One of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
There are some of the all-time greats. I hate at the guard spot these days. I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup to watch.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And stolen by Booker. Ball against Ball. Paul kicks to Bridges. The pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5 for 3. Ball with the rebound. Now here's Muhammad. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And Muhammad throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Paul outside. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career and never gets old.
Ahmed with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Muhammad kicks to Levine. Outside DeRozan. Here's Muhammad. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. He does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetch to say he can stretch a defense.
And it's Vucevic missing. The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Zach LaVine. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
At the line for the Suns.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Muhammad. Bridges with the steal. Here's Booker. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Zach LaVine.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
Green, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave.
And here are the Suns now. The Bulls knocking down the three. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Bridges. Pass to Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
LaVine just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. Now here's Paul. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. Muhammad, the pass to Vucevic. Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's 11 points for Cowboy.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than 2 ways to punish.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games to win.
It makes sense. I mean,
and here is Muhammad driving the lane out to White. That will count. And he drains the three. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we...
With anything, whether it's...
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. JaVale McGee is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Cameron Payne. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And you think of the superstars who dominate the game with their skill level, Chris, like Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, even Luka. Who are those skills superstars from when you played?
Oh, well, I mean, I tell you, for me, it was guys like Steve Nash, of course, my boy, shout out to my man, David Stojakovic, Dirk Nowitzki, Mark Price, Chris Mullin, what up, Mully? John Stockton, I mean, there's a lot of great talent.
Outside Crowder. Passes it to Bridges. He kicks to Booker. Bridges up top. Muhammad covering. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off. No coverage that time.
Devin Booker.
Booker's got 10.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
White finds LaVine. Muhammad with it. 3-pointer. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside Crowder. Now the dish to Bridges. And Cowboys going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for DeRozan. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. And for the Suns, Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Ball. And it's Ayton missing. Chicago leading by 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. He takes it in. Muhammad. And it's off the back rim. No good. Suns trail by 7. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
And the pass to Johnson. The ball. Pass to Bridges. Over Levine. Suns keep it alive. They need this one. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Bridges.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Going inside. Oh, and a jam by Muhammad.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. Pass it to Muhammad. They double him with Ayton. Muhammad against Bridges. Dives to the... Oh!
That's an old-fashioned rim route.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Green, he's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for Dosunmu. And the Suns also making a change. Saric is checked in. Johnson finds Booker. And the Suns get it back. The shot by Saric, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Ball, the bounce pass. To the inside. No good there. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
More than anyone, Paul knows to have success, you got to deal with ball movement.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Muhammad, who's got 23. Got a piece of it. Ball kicks to Muhammad. Down low, Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass. Vucevic has got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. He found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Muhammad against Ayton. And Muhammad gets it to go. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ayton against Vucevic. Saric dishes to Paul. Ball against Booker.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Vucevic, and it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Here's Holiday. Phoenix no good that time either. And so Green will bring it up for the Bulls. Ahmed with it, now guarded by Booker.
Taking it to the rack. with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Crowder, the pass to Saric. He dishes it to Booker. Up and in on the way. Booker's got 13.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker. And now he's used to...
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
This sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens. We've got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago.
They were in a rough spot, down 7 at one point, but kept it from getting worse than that.
The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Cowboy in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, Ahmed is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Vucevic, and it's Ball in at the point. And Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
They've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story.
Pass to Johnson. Bridges against Muhammad. And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul.
That's his second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Ayton. He has 6. Booker dishes to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer.
Oh, good job in sticking with his man. When LaVine is engaged on defense, it makes a huge difference.
Ayton against Muhammad. Oh, good on the triple. Suns trail by 13. Inside. Bridges kicks to Paul. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his third
Strength and determination. It takes a lot more than that to not fall off the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Line for one.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Oh, and the jam by Muhammad.
Wow. And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Booker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
You got to prevent the ball from getting a lane. It's that simple. But when you don't, this happens.
Suns trail by 14. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Bridges. Muhammad grabs the board.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. To the paint, and it's Vucevic missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Kicks it out to Paul. The pass to Bridges. Lock at 6. Over Levine. Bridges misses. The Bulls leading by 14. Levine deciding where to go with it. Vucevic gets double teamed. And there's Levine on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his third assist on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Suns call time.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Saric passes to Payne. Back to Saric. Looking to end the run. Here's McGee. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. McGee's got his third basket of the night. Levine against Saric. The shot missing. That's a 2 from Crowder. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Torrey Craig is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. He gets that one.
Assisted by. That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Caruso kicks to Muhammad. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who
want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on the college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And Chicago shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Bradley, and he banks in the layup. Bradley's got his first 2 points.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Crowder kicks to Holiday. Back to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped. To the middle. Here's Muhammad. And the dunk by Muhammad.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
But they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Holiday against White. No good again that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Holiday finds Payton. And that's an air ball. Not even close. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Basket good. Muhammad's got 43 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Pass to Shamet. Banked in off the glass.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Bulls.
And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second
always have
substitution on the court.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And stolen by Booker. Šarić against Ball. And Šarić kicks to Booker. Down low. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker.
And padding that field goal percentage. Just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Vucevic missing. Passes it to Bridges. Paul outside. Pass to Šarić. On the wing, Bridges. No good. Shot missing. And so Chicago takes this one. And by a big margin. They won this game going. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Every time we link up. That my best friend. She a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad, drive her own car. She don't need no